Good morning. I'm about to head out and go to my book club. I have to drive into the city, so I figured I would also go explore some bookshops and take you guys with me. So let's go.
I got some books today and I just thought this bag was so cute. Eat, Sleep, Read, Peace, Love Books. How cute. So let's talk about my day today. This morning I went to book club and I drove into the city. It's about 30 minutes from where I live. And we had breakfast at a cafe and it was really fun to sit and chat with the girls that I work with, just like not in a professional way, just hang out. It was a lot of fun. And then I got picked to pick the next book, and they are kind of interested in dipping their toes into fantasy because we haven't read a fantasy book yet. And they're also thinking something kind of spooky. So I don't know what I'm going to pick yet, but I have an idea. But I thought I would show you guys my book haul. I went to 3-ish bookstores today. I say ish because one of them turned out not to be a bookstore, but I was not disappointed. So a couple weeks ago, my husband went out of town, and so I ended up going to Half Price Books with my mother-in-law when I went to go see her, and I ended up getting 2 books for my husband, but 3 books for myself. So let me show you what those are from a couple weeks ago. I got the Scythe series. This is a young adult series. It is set in a dystopian future where people are no longer affected by disease, war, death, anything like that. And so they hire these scythes, and they're the ones that have a list of names, and they have to go and take these people's lives. And I imagine that there's a lot of ethical dilemmas in these books, but it sounds really interesting. So I have Scythe, Thunderhead, and The Toll. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, today when I was at Half Price Books, they had like the glossy cover, like this one's glossy, and I have the matte cover of Scythe. This was the only one available when I went to the Half Price Books a couple weeks ago, and I was really tempted to pick up the glossy cover, but I resisted the urge because I might not even like this series. We'll see if I like them. I've read a Neil Shusterman book before, so I have a feeling that I'm going to like these. Something else I really love about Half Price Books is their stickers just peel right off the book. Like, I have no issues peeling their stickers off the books, and that's kind of nice. And then today, I went to book club, spent a couple hours there, and then I went to Half Price Books down the road from where I went to book club, and I got a couple books there. I'm going to show you what I got. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. This is the Collins Classic Edition. I think it's just beautiful. There were some other really pretty editions, but they were a little more expensive, and honestly, I wasn't looking to spend like a ton of money on a nice edition. I do think that I will pick this up again because I do, like, this is the only classic I really jive with. Like, I just got sucked way into the drama of this book. There's something about it. I really like it. I'm not usually a classic girl, but Jane Eyre is where it's at. And then I got What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I read this a couple years ago, and look at that cover, isn't it so pretty? I read this a couple years ago, and I just thought it was like creepy and eerie and perfect for spooky season. And then I saw this, and I was like, I should just grab that because I want to start like a T. Kingfisher collection. I guess I should have looked for more while I was there, but it's okay. It was good. So one of the blurbs on the back says, a grotesque romp, it takes up residence beneath your skin and refuses to leave. This is about a woman and her father, I believe, and they're like kind of guardians of of the dead, and it's graphic. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty graphic. It did give me like the heebie-jeebies when I was listening to it, but I really like it. I don't know why. I just like it. Okay, don't ask me questions. And then the last book I picked up, I've just heard really good things about this, is The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. This is a book about these four siblings, and they go and get their futures told, and they find out when they're going to die. And so it kind of follows their story, and I think that this is going to deal with family aspects, and it's probably going to deal with us facing our own mortality, and it's always intrigued me, and it's just a beautiful cover. I don't know if I'm going to like love this book because like contemporary fiction is not usually my thing, and this is I guess technically this would be historical, which is definitely not my thing, but it does sound really interesting, and I mean, why not? Why not? It was half price, so why not? So the next bookstore that I went to is Monkey and Dog Books, and this is a local shop to the city, and I had seen it a while back on Instagram, and it is so cute in there, guys. If you get the chance to go, I would go. Anyway, so while I was there, I actually had talked to the saleswoman and asked if there was like for 3 specific books. They didn't have any of them. And I was about to leave, and then I looked over and they had like a little spooky table. It was like Happy Halloween, and it had spooky books for like kids and adults. I found this book, and it is Haunted, the City That I Live In, but I blocked out the titles just to protect my privacy. I'm so excited to read this because y'all know I love spooky things. I already have like a couple spooky books on my shelves. Haunted America, which was very vague, and then I have like the New Mexico Book of the Undead, which is specifically about the state of New Mexico. But I've never read a book about like the town that I live in. I mean, I've read like stories of a town that I lived in, but like this is a whole book. So I'm excited, and there's pictures. I think it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I don't get too scared. Maybe I'll do like a vlog of me like reading this and then going to those sites and checking it out. I don't know. I'll probably do it in the daytime though, because as much as I love spooky things, I still am a little bit of a chicken. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing something like that of me going and exploring these places. So when I Google bookshops, this place popped up. It was called Leaves, Tea, and Books or something like that. And so I parked. I got out of the car. I looked for this place, couldn't find it, and then I like even pulled up the Google images, and I was like, no, I don't see this store. But then I kept walking, and I found a shop that said Leaves Bakery and Books. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. It's just different. And so I went in, and they had like a small collection of books, but it was primarily a bakery. So I wasn't disappointed because I ended up getting some cupcakes, and they were delicious. I had an apple cider cupcake, and then I got a spiced peach cupcake for my husband, and they were so good. So yummy. If you're in the area, I would definitely recommend going there and trying out their food. They have gluten-free and vegan options. And they were busy. They're busy, and it smelled so good in there. Oh. I wish I could say it was cozy, but it was not very cozy because it was like there was a line, and they're like, pick your crap and get out. Kind of, well, not get out, but like they were like, they didn't want to make small talk with me. They just wanted me to get my stuff and go. So I will insert a picture here of what I ordered. The last books that I recently hauled were for my birthday. Last week was my birthday, and so I was provided with books per usual because my family knows that that's what I really want in life. My husband's sweet grandmother gave me Myrtle. There are, I think, 3 volumes of this. I just knew that this was about solving mysteries, and I was like, okay, sign me up. And then I got them, and they're actual like logic puzzles, but they're like super detailed. It gives you a little description of like all your suspects and all the weapons and all the places, and so you kind of like deduce from that too. It's very interesting. I've already gotten started on this, And I found out my husband has never done a logic puzzle before, which just kind of blows my mind because I used to do these things all the time as a kid. And so that just kind of blows my mind that he's never done a logic puzzle. But I had him do some with me, and I think he enjoyed it. I don't know. The next book that I got was for my sweet neighbor. She left this in my mailbox for me, but it's called Captivating. My neighbor's not really a reader, but she did tell me that this book is very near and dear to her heart. This is a self-help book for women. It says, sometimes between the dreams of your youth and yesterday, something precious has been lost, and that treasure is your heart, your priceless feminine heart. I don't know if there's like a workbook that goes with this book or not, but it seems very intriguing. I will be picking this up soon. Next, for my birthday, my husband got me this beautiful edition of Addie LaRue. B. Schwab is one of my favorite authors, and I just think this is so beautiful. Like, look at that shine. And then we have beautiful end pages, like a beautiful illustration of Addie, and just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then there's sprayed edges, and then the naked, I guess I should have done this earlier. The naked hardback is also flowers. Isn't this so pretty? So I'm excited to have this on my shelf. I've already read Addie LaRue. Addie, like, oh girl. I know that a lot of people are hit and miss with this book, but like, it's just special to me. I don't know why. I think like we can all feel a little invisible in our own lives, and like Addie just, it's just a beautiful story. If you feel like picking this up, I would definitely recommend it. It is a little slow, but I think it's worth it. I think it is. So I'm very excited to have this edition. This is my third copy of Addie LaRue. I have the original hardcover that was like the original one that I got. Then I have a signed paperback, and then I have this special edition. So I think that I want to go and annotate my hardcover, and that'll make it special too. We had a new bookstore open up in town local to me, and my husband really wanted to buy me a book, and I realized that my book club picked this book, and the library was not going to be able to loan it to me in time for me to read this book. So I was like, okay, let's just buy this one. So that book is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. And it is so pretty. Like, look, there's a little sleeping cat with wings on the cover. Like, how cute is that guy? I'm excited to read this. It is a cozy fantasy. It's beautiful. It has beautiful sprayed edges on it. It's basically this woman. She ends up getting involved in some trouble, and she goes back home to her island, and she realizes she needs some income, and she uses a little bit of magic to help her grow some raspberries and make some jam and sell her jam as a way of providing her means. But there's also a cute neighbor. There is a sentient spider plant named Kaz. So it sounds very cozy. There are not recipes listed in this, but if something sounds like something I could make, I might just try to wing it and make some recipes from this book as well. All right, that does it for my book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are still here, leave a comment down below what you think I should be picking up next out of this book haul. If you've read any of these books and enjoyed them, or which books on this list I can skip. Hopefully not any of them, because, you know, I want to have a collection of books that I do enjoy. But if you don't know what to comment a cupcake emoji, since I had a cupcake today and it was thebomb.com. And I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new video. I am going out of town. It's going to be a fun time because it's going to be cool. I'm going to see the mountains. Maybe I'll see the northern lights. I don't know why I'm so aggressive about this, but I am. Anyway, I'm going to Montana next week, and I'm so excited. You can still expect to see videos from me because I am planning ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you next Wednesday. Happy reading. You gonna help hold the books up? You gonna help hold the books up? Yeah. Isn't he so cute? Oh my god. I don't know why. I'm so gassy. I'm gonna get in front of the camera. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video. Okay. A haunted, yeah. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Okay, I probably showed my age a little bit. Oh, I didn't even talk about my birthday books. Oh, let me flip it over. Hold on. A dystopian. Whoop. I shouldn't say that. Went to book club, spent a couple times. If you. Oh, I'm going to tell you guys about the last bookshop I went to. I hope you guys keep reading what you want to read. That didn't sound good. Mm, mm, mm. That's going in the blooper reel.